below. Turn on the bell for notifications. 1,000 likes is the minimum here on YouTube. Thank you guys very much. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you guys go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. There is a ton of content waiting for you guys if you missed any of it on the homepage right now. I will be back tomorrow with some comedy content. We got comments, and we're going to be reading Reddit comments. And the Reddit hate that apparently is fuming over some of my takes, man. So we visit Reddit, we visit the Square Circle Reddit, and we read some hateful comments in a nice, chill, opening up a cold beverage type of day, and reading through mean comments, man. It's very entertaining. So that is on your way tomorrow afternoon. Other than that, I'll see you guys back live right here on Off the Script on Monday for Raw. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys back for a brand new week next week and tomorrow. Some more content right here on Off the Script. You guys.
Ground control, this is Echo.
Bet365 is officially live in Maryland.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you can turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, overs, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know what I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary to bet 365.
Any problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Maryland. TNC Supply. We love it.
Do you ever scroll through social media only to find yourself bombarded by bad news, worse comments, hot takes, picture-perfect families, and yet another humbling professional update? It's hard not to get wrapped up in how everyone else is doing. But imagine how you'd feel if you spent just 45 minutes focused on how you're doing. At Cerebral, we make it easier than ever to access dedicated therapists and doctor-prescribed medication personalized to you. And the best part? Cerebral offers in-network care, so you can focus on feeling better without worrying about the cost. In fact, 72% of people say they felt better in just 12 weeks. So take the first step today. Visit Cerebral.com/podcast to see how affordable and accessible mental health care can be with insurance.
Look, but if you're still buying weed from some guy named Trevor in a parking lot, you're doing it wrong. Mood.com delivers legal THC products straight to your door. Gummies, vapes, flour, the good stuff. No sketchy DMs, no med card. Just add to cart, check out, and boom, it's at your doorstep. It's legal in all 50 states thanks to the Farm Bill, and Mood's products actually work. Seriously, this isn't gas station garbage. It's small batch, lab tested, real results. Go to Mood.com, use code FIRST20 for 20% off, and never run dry again. That's Mood.com. Go get it. Leave it. Bet365 is officially live in Maryland.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you can turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, overs, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know what I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary to bet 365.
Gaming problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Maryland. TNC Supply. We love it.
Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel again today. It is Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. I am JD from New York, and this is Off the Script, episode 406. Thank you guys for joining me on your Tuesdays, wherever you may be. We got a lot of news, man. It's been a busy last couple of days. And WWE is getting themselves ready for the Royal Rumble. We got news going into the Royal Rumble. Major news that could be very impactful for WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium. WrestleMania 8. We're going to go over what that news is. You guys don't know or you are not aware. Ronda Rousey may be on her way back. WWE, she may actually be the one woman that will win it all on Saturday night in the Royal Rumble and be crowned this year's Women's Royal Rumble winner. So we will talk about that. I got WWE's initial plans for Ronda Rousey going into WrestleMania and what they are doing and the lengths that they are going to get Ronda back in the company. I don't like it. We briefly talked about it on Monday Night Raw and the post-show for Off the Script last night. We are going to talk about it again today, right here on episode 406. I got spoilers as well for the Royal Rumble. Who else did WWE reach out to as far as appearing in the Women's Royal Rumble? What NXT stars are going to be in the Royal Rumble? I got all that news for you today as well. WWE also working on yet another celebrity appearance in the Royal Rumble, and that alone gets my brain working. Not one, but two celebrity appearances in this year's Royal Rumble. Is WWE taking the Royal Rumble to be serious this year, or are they planning to give it away in a very predictable fashion? Talk about that as well. Also, I got your ratings for SmackDown and Rampage. Ali, Mustafa Ali, WWE and their Fox-related Twitter account. We will talk about that. I got another WWE star asking for his release. Someone out of NXT, but I thought Shawn Michaels was in trouble. Said the unintelligent geek. Oh, wow, I wonder why they're asking for their release. Could it be because Bruce Richard is running a show? We'll go over who that is. And more AEW wrestlers are on their way out of the company, but everybody wants to make a big deal about it. Meanwhile, there's 3 or 4 other guys going for the same exact thing. But that's not diverse enough, is it? We don't talk about that. But I will right here on episode 406. Thank you guys again for joining me. Follow me on social media. At JD from NY206, that's Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys are on the Twitter because that is the best place where you can follow everything along. As far as the podcast is concerned, you guys want my in-real-time thoughts about these shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, pay-per-view, Royal Rumble on Saturday. Man, it's going to be crazy. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter for all the latest. Also, Instagram as well. I'm not really on there as much, but when I am, you guys can find me on there as well. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes minimum on today's OTS 406. Go get your t-shirts, man. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Off the Script. There is a 15% off sale all week for Royal Rumble week. Make sure you guys use code JDRumble at checkout. You guys can save 15% off on virtually everything right now that is up there on Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Off the Script. Go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. I will throw some links right up in the top, a little annotation right there in the top right corner of your screen. We were live Monday Night Raw and the post-show last night. Tons of content last week. If you guys want anything coming in last week's shows, It's all on the homepage right there for the channel. And we also got a video that I uploaded on Sunday that apparently hates my guts. So on Sunday, we read 8 full Reddit's messages. You guys want some comedy content as well. Make sure you guys go check that out. And today's show is sponsored by my great friends over at Wrestle Rumble. You guys want to win cash? You guys want to have fun during the Royal Rumble? You guys can sign up at WrestleRumble.com. Make sure you guys get your picks in. You guys can buy picks. You guys can enter as many times as you want. You guys are going to be emailing questions, and then all you have to do is to those questions. You win $1,000 cash during the Royal Rumble via Wrestle Rumble at WrestleRumble.com for all the appropriate details and information. So make sure you guys go have fun. I will be there, so I will be actively giving it to me as well. There's WrestleRumble.com. Let's win some fun. And use that awesome script up. WrestleRumble.com. We're going to start at the top, guys. WWE trademarks more WCW pay-per-view names presumably for NXT. WWE's down trademark rights for WCW events of the past. Hogan did so on January 19th. The United States Patent and Trademark Office once again filed for entertainment purposes. The terms were Super Brawl and uncensored. Vince McMahon bought WCW back in 2001. He was able to retain various WCW related things such as trademarks, rings, and obviously the videotape live. WCW held Super Brawl from 1991 to 2001. They also held uncensored.
Holy shit.
Now, WWE has not used any of these WCW names on the main roster, and I don't really think they are ever going to. So when I read stories like this, I kind of get upset, because the one thing that I've been advocating for a very long time is for WWE to actually change their pay-per-view calendar. And what they've been doing in recent years is they're adding taglines to a bunch of names. And the one that stands out most is Backlash. They added the WrestleMania Backlash motto to it. Well, it's WrestleMania Backlash. So pretty much what they're telling you is that everything that comes out of WrestleMania, you're pretty much going to get those WrestleMania matches again. And they hype it up as if it's bigger or on the same level of WrestleMania. Every time you use the WrestleMania name in something like that, it diminishes the name of WrestleMania. They did the same thing when they were hyping up these Saudi shows the last couple of years. It's equivalent or on the same level of a WrestleMania. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I don't know why WWE adds these fucking taglines to their pay-per-views to make them seem bigger than they really are. And at the end of the show, it really never is. So I hate it, and it's lame. WWE can absolutely use a change on their pay-per-view calendar. I would love if we got a Super Bowl. I'd love if we got a Stargate. I would love if we got a Halloween. This would make all these pay-per-views seem genuine and special. And I think there's a lot in set names. And I honestly think we can do away with all these gimmick pay-per-views. Elimination Chamber. Get rid of it. We don't need to name the event the Elimination Chamber. Just use the Elimination Chamber. That's why I prefer the No Way Out name. I think it fit perfectly, and it really didn't have that gimmick name and the match attached to the name. I hate it. Same thing with Money in the Bank. I would get rid of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. You wouldn't have to put the Money in the Bank on it. I should give more opportunity to those that don't make the WrestleMania show and put it back on WrestleMania. They would bring back King of the Ring and make that a yearly pay-per-view fight. We all know Vince McMahon doesn't like turns. Then we got Hell in a Cell. We got Clash of Champions, or whatever the WWE calls it nowadays. Night of Champions. I like that stuff. That's a gimmick that I would actually control to see. I mean, WWE take advantage of. They don't do TLC. Likes this gimmick shit. Get rid of it. It diminishes the match itself, the relationship itself. And WWE doesn't really make these everything special. Show, a B-level show, at best a fucking C-level show. Let's show it. Ain't every push. Why would WWE because Vince didn't create it, Bruce didn't create it. If it's not a WWE creation, then they won't use it. They use it for NXT. What's the fucking difference?
Heads up! Hostile AC soldier! Stop your position!
NXT uses so it seems like WWE is going to be doing the same thing with future NXT specials.
Hey, let me
We may
get
get
you
NXT in-season. We may get NXT Super Bowl. So I assume that they're going to be using these names for NXT. The galleon here is to change on the main roster and make those shows a little bit more important. NXT doesn't really need that. What games is fun? Well, now that Triple H is out of town and he's no longer in power, it doesn't fit. None of these things feel special, even in NXT. So that's my gripe there. It's been one of those little pet peeves of mine over the last couple of years that WWE changed their pay-per-view calendar because nothing hits up on the media. And even those shows don't have any hype going into them because WWE is very lackadaisical and they sell out the name itself. I wish they would put more importance on these shows and really give them a special meaning. And that would really make them a premium level. That's just my honest. Speaking of the WrestleMania show and the weekend after WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, Texas, WWE has confirmed as of yesterday that the Hall of Fame ceremony is coming back. It will get NXT stand and deliver.
Attack the target!
WrestleMania obviously night 1 and night 2. It's going to be a big need. It's the biggest money-making need for us and what we do. So I can't wait. But WWE is slated to bring back its full slate of events, WrestleMania 38. And that week in particular in Dallas, Texas, WWE confirmed Dallas
Confirmed. Objective Bravo neutralized.
that the party will hold the Go-Home WrestleMania show of SmackDown. Full-out edition of Raw, the Hall of Fame ceremony, and the NXT Stand and Deliver special on the same weekend in the
Control
area.
Objective Bravo.
Will also host a Superstore Access interactive fan experience. I don't know what that means.
Men, attack this objective!
They may not be holding fan access.
You was in there, shit. Let's go.
More information regarding the events will be announced at a later date. The company previously announced WrestleMania will take place on April 2nd and April 3rd at AT&T Stadium. Which marks the third straight year that the show will be held over the course of 2 nights.
This objective is our target.
Will be the way moving forward.
I have eyes on an enemy
Mania. Now, NXT Stand and Deliver. This was a takeover show before NXT 2.0 absolutely demolished NXT Stand and Deliver will air
Objective Delta has been
the
neutralized.
same day as WrestleMania
Defend this
19.
objective. Keep it safe.
The Hall of Fame may actually take place right after SmackDown, immediately following that Go-Home show. SmackDown.
Listen up to the hostile soldier. Rest of your location. Keep this objective safe. Defend it.
The same day as
Defend this
WrestleMania.
objective.
The preliminary plan for the show is to air the show on Saturday, April 2nd.
This is the objective I want you to defend.
From 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Lost
Eastern.
objective Bravo. We don't have control of objective Bravo.
As noted earlier, the Hall of Fame ceremony is scheduled to air on Peacock/WWE Network immediately after Friday Night SmackDown goes off the air. PW Insider is also reporting that the preliminary word coming out of the WWE is right now the show may be taped. But I'm not sure what WWE is going to do. Being that Friday Night SmackDown looking like assuming that what WWE Insider is correct and the show will be a taped show that will air immediately on Peacock and the WWE Network. Now, we know they may end up changing it SmackDown may be taped and the whole thing may be live. They may switch it around. I don't know. But
Attack the objective, soldier!
NXT stands for the guess probably the only way for it to work.
Attack this objective, soldier!
That NXT was not going to get their own special event WrestleMania weekend.
Objective
Now
Foxtrot
what's
been
there
lost.
is actually going to be
Target this
I guess, a
objective!
mini pay-per-view on the USA Network. Just like they did not too long ago. So we'll see what happens. If you guys understand, look at last year.
There's an enemy plane flash control position!
Attack this objective! WWE Network. I thought this year was just going to be a straight USA Network.
This is the objective! I want
So, we'll see what happens. It being a special event, it's just...
attack this objective!
And I gotta cover that show on WrestleMania on the same day. It's gonna be...
Medic! Objective Charlie is ours!
They on the USA Network who will probably be in their best interest to do it and it's a lot possible. So, on Tuesday night, so we'll see what happens. WWE wants to include NXT in the WrestleMania festivities. It's very bizarre, man. You know,
Enemy aircraft, you stop your location!
that they could to remove
Men, attack this objective!
tag along with these major shows like Raw.
Underline!
We got NXT
Objective Charlie is lost!
being run by the Vince Force. NXT now tagging along with
Soldiers, defend this objective!
Don't you want it? Because it's Vince production. If Triple H was still in charge, he would not realize NXT consumed now as WrestleMania or any of them. Because normally when Triple H was in charge of the takeover, they would
Soldiers, attack this objective!
That no longer is an
He
issue.
has taken objective Alpha!
Being that there is no more takeover, takeover is dead. So we'll have to see. Some people still call me takeover. Please don't disrespect Triple H can takeover. It's not a takeover. It's NXT. Stand and do it. So they are doing that and tagging the NXT brand along for WrestleMania that weekend. We'll see what happens. What WWE has planned for the show. I guess we will see in the weeks to come as far as what is being planned.
This objective is our target! We no longer control objective Bravo!
It's actually spoiled. The WWE fans spoiled the public.
This is the objective! I want you to attack!
PW Insider is reporting that there could be at least 2 NXT stars in the nation for the Rumble. WWE Insider noted that WWE's flying Bronson Breakker and Texas are not
Objective
Texas.
Foxtrot is neutralized.
They wish. Cody Breakker would be running the main roster and Walter back to the main roster. Not yet anyway, so we'll see what happens. But they're flying Bronson Breakker and Walter to St. Louis for the pay-per-view on Saturday night. If they really beat the show, they do beat the show in case they compete. Why these guys
Why you see that motherfucker over there? Hey, why you see that bitch over there?
Breaker in the Royal Rumble. I would not put Walter in the Royal Rumble because if he's in there, then that means
You see that motherfucker?
win it. I can't see WWE giving Walter the Royal Rumble, which would then mean Walter is only going to be in there to get eliminated and put somebody else over who got talking and by getting Walter from the roster and getting him over and making him the biggest guy that we got. He should be realistically the biggest deal on the main roster right now. He's got all the tools for the trade, and I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. And I still hate the fucking name change. I will hate the name change forever, but we will all get over it. We will all get over it.
Objective Bravo is under our control!
There's no INT, but there is one INT, and that's the hiring platform that you need individuals. You're hiring, you need individuals. Instead of spending hours across the job site searching for guys with the right skills, the global hiring platform will help you do that. One of the things I know that makes it better is obviously the president.
Objective lost Objective Foxtrot!
They should be candidates whose resumes that have been fit for this
Heads up! Hostile AT soldier west of your location!
worldwide that use Indeed rate. Start hiring now at $75.
Target this objective.
Get your job posted at Indeed.com/BlueWire. Thank you to $75 credit at Indeed.com/BlueWire Sports. That's Indeed.com/BlueWire Sports. And support the show by saying that you heard it on this podcast. Indeed.com/BlueWire Sports. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
So we got Braun Breaker and Gunther Walter being flown into St. Louis. There will be multiple NXT wrestlers at the Royal Rumble, whether they are in the match or and as alternatives or alternatives in case of local problems remain.
Objective Foxtrot is now under our control.
I don't know if they're going to be in the Rumble, but I do know that several NXT women are scheduled to be there. I don't know if they are there to be in the Rumble or if they are there to be alternatives. Because if they are there, I assume WWE will want to use Braun Breaker and Walter, like I said. If they have 30 people in this day and age, be alternates because somebody's got a good chance of either getting sick or WWE gets last minute changes and somebody else comes up and they go completely. So WWE more than likely from NXT that is going on. I think Braun Breaker would be realistically a great
Objective Charlie, come.
He can do some spotlight and he's being the main roster quicker than anybody right now that's currently on NXT. I would put Tony D'Angelo. WWE has had Tommaso Ciampa and Pete Dunne and LA Knight. Match from SmackDown. All those guys in the Royal
I can't wait for losing around this
Give the
motherfucker.
Royal Rumble some predictability, man. That's exactly what I like in the Royal Rumble. Guys like that. Any one of those guys has a great shot of really having a strong showing and adding to the unpredictability of the Royal Rumble. I like that. Get them ready for the main roster. Get them ready for that main roster crowd. Put them out there in front of that big audience that will be there for St. Louis. And they'll be off and running. And then all you have to decide is what brand you want these guys on, or if you want any of them on any brand theory. I talked about Roderick Strong last night.
There's a hostile helicopter north of your position.
Roddy's lost all of his dark matches. He's lost to Ciampa, he's lost to LA Knight, and I believe he's lost to LA Knight.
Won't happen again.
Tommaso Ciampa, there's no fucking way you can't find something with Tommaso Ciampa. He's done, you can slot him in anywhere. He's red like a fucking glove. All these guys are red. As far as the women, I expect not even this WWE has enough. It's very predictable with the men. There's a lot of people on the roster that don't have a good shot when it comes down to it being very close. You can beat out very easily. On the men's side, or at least they got 30 men that they can find.
Objective Bravo has been neutralized.
Is a whole different story. They don't have 30 women with what they got on the main roster. That's why they went out and got a handful of divas. I'm not even calling them divas.
Defend this objective. Keep it safe.
Utilizing NXT. Want these NXT women to get further along, give them some shine in the Royal Rumble. As far as the women's division in NXT, who I can see from there in the Royal Rumble, I can easily see Dakota Kai. I can easily see Raquel Gonzalez. I can
Just lost
easily
objective
see
Charlie.
those women, Io Shirai done nothing as of late on NXT belt.
Soldiers, attack this objective.
Put them in the Royal Rumble, and those women, there's nothing for them to do.
Hostile approach
And
is
there
spotted
was main
to the
roster
left.
ready. Raquel Gonzalez should be on the main
Attack
roster
the
ready.
objective,
I've
soldier.
been saying it last week that WWE had plans for Raquel Gonzalez to be on the main roster ready, but they're
Keep this
holding back
objective safe.
because they're trying to
Defend
get
it.
the women's dusty tag team up.
Okay,
They're
defend
on
this
NXT
objective.
as well to get even a single elimination tournament. Ridiculous. They butchered their entire women's division. They got women, and they're going to hopefully see all of them, but they won't be ready anytime soon. So Raquel Gonzalez should be on the main roster already. I could see her in the Royal Rumble. They held her back because they need women for the Dusty Cup and their teenager before Jade. So what absolutely be in the Royal Rumble. Just to give it some youth and some in-house talent instead of going out and getting a fucking Summer Rae. I would say it's not a legend. Neither is Alicia Fox. You break that shit. Women's Rumble is a complete did the shit about the Rumble. Now that Ronda Rousey was announced for the Rumble, we talked about it a little bit. It makes everybody in the Rumble the WWE will be using NXT talent. If the reports that they won't be, but WWE may have to. They may be forced to using NXT. WWE is also working on a celebrity appearance for WrestleMania. This actually outlined Rain. Normally we'd see one celebrity. WWE is aiming for yet another celebrity appearance in the men's Rumble. Already has been Johnny Knoxville. Maybe it's a stretch even calling him a celebrity. He's a celebrity, but
we need to check the Delta. It's ours.
Johnny Knoxville. But they are planning to get another celebrity according to WrestleVotes on Twitter today. WrestleVotes reported that Johnny Knoxville's involvement is just the Royal Rumble. It's just it's a nice promotional tool.
I have eyes on a hostile aircraft south of your location.
He gives them an appearance in the no care for that. I think that spot could go to anybody else to build in the Royal Rumble and give an opportunity to somebody younger, and that's actually there. But that's just me. I got shit on for that opinion as well because everybody in the IWC, in the internet wrestling community on Twitter, is a bunch of fucking brainless hacks. However, WWE is working on yet another celebrity appearance for the Royal Rumble. Sources state that Johnny Knoxville's Royal Rumble involvement is slated to be Rumble only and done on Saturday. WWE is indeed working on another celebrity appearance for the Royal Rumble and possibly WrestleMania as well.
This objective is our target.
Get a name, either because it's top secrets, which is likely, or it is right now undecided. And the reason Knoxville's working the match is due to the deal being made to promote his Jackass Forever movie that comes out on February 4th, just days after the Royal Rumble. Guys, remember last year WrestleMania 37, WWE brought in Bad Bunny for the Royal Rumble. It's widely praised by fans and wrestlers for a tag team after the team number being increased. And one of the things is honestly, other people community that
target
is going to be brought back again for wrestling. I don't know why. I think one and done with Bad Bunny is enough. I think himself, everybody was big on Bad Bunny.
Target this. Objective Bravo is neutralized.
WrestleMania where celebrities come in and they get their match and yada yada yada. Some take it seriously, some don't. Bad Bunny checked off all
Attack this objective, soldiers!
as far as somebody from fans. Evan, come on in to pro wrestling.
Soldiers, defend this objective! Let's take an objective Bravo.
And the match ends up being one of the more entertaining matches of the entire
Target this objective!
If he comes back, I will have a problem. And is it Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny right now is
Our objective Bravo has been lost.
or sometime next week.
Let me repair your vehicle!
Not even a couple months ago. And then WWE actually speak on SmackDown. Promoted Bad Bunny's and if I'm not mistaken, I believe they promoted on Monday Night Raw as well. When they mentioned Bad Bunny
LNG operating east of the current
this
pod.
year. Could it be Bad Bunny? Maybe it's WWE, Bad Bunny, and his team working together as well to check out the store and get his store out there. I think that he needs it. But it would probably be beneficial for WWE that he's coming off such a tremendous store already, and they factors for WWE to continue using what Bad Bunny is right now in the music scene.
Objective Alpha has been neutralized.
It would make a big splash. WWE probably wants to bring Bad Bunny back because they brought Bad Bunny back and they only filled 1/3 of Raymond James Stadium. Imagine Bad Bunny being back in AT&T Stadium with 1/1.
We have control of Objective Charlie.
It's going to sell out. They didn't sell it out the first time. WWE likes to embellish their attendance numbers by making it. But regardless of all that, they kind of want to make it. Yeah. But they have to back in time. The WWE Championship program. That's perfect. Instead, they want to give them a redo and put him in a WWE Championship situation where it was going to be Reigns or Lesnar or Hogan. That was a going plan. You've seen it written all over the place on WWE TV matches. I was going to factor into the WrestleMania plans. What's the WWE Universal Championship? Or other ones outside Brock Lesnar. But WWE really wants to make do and give these guys a long WrestleMania stage that they were given the last 2
I can
years.
confirm Objective Foxtrot now neutralized. I have eyes on an enemy aircraft. West of your location.
Go out there and do the race in front of
Oh, please. God damn,
They can absolutely
I don't believe this
they
shit.
do. I don't know. Do they do the Miz again? Maybe Miz and Maurice get involved with Ron from Edge and then they do Bad Bunny all over. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But WWE is prepping possibly another celebrity appearance for the Royal Rumble on top of Johnny Knoxville and also WrestleMania. Now, if there is another celebrity appearance in the Royal Rumble, it really makes me wonder if we see Bad Bunny show up in the Royal Rumble, which I would not
Objective
against.
Alpha
I
is
can
under our
absolutely see
control.
how, if he's free.
Looks like we have enemy aircraft
WWE
operating
had two
to your
celebrity
north.
appearances in the Royal Rumble. It really makes me wonder what WWE's take is on the Royal Rumble. Should really taking it to be serious? Are they loading it up with a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of people that are not going to win it, a couple of celebrity appearances, and taking it to be very weak this year? Because we know Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns, one of them is going to win the Royal Rumble if they don't win. Their
Objective Foxtrot is now under our control.
Seems like a very predictable. You know, it's weird. This year's Royal Rumble is very unpredictable and predictable to say. I don't see anybody in the event Rumble winning outside of AJ Styles. Or almost. I don't see that happen. I don't see that happen. I think Omos is probably better served to win the elimination. But I don't think he's going to have a big Royal Rumble.
Objective Delta is no longer under our control.
And in some weird way, it's predictable yet unpredictable. I don't know which way WWE is going to swing. They got the best of both worlds, and this is good. But WWE is going to be riding that into the wall. We'll see. Another celebrity appearance in the world is one being the last many years.
Please be advised, we have lost Objective Foxtrot.
Returning to the world. Bible is reporting, as of this week, that
This is the objective. I want you to attack.
in this year's Royal Rumble favorite. Ryan Alvarez and later,
Listen up. Enemy
on the observer list,
south
the
of your
Boston
position.
TV returning at the Royal Rumble favorite. Says
Oh, yes.
in the
I'm
Royal
gonna walk right into him.
Please tell me that Ronda is winning the Royal Rumble without actually telling me Ronda Rousey is going to win the Royal Rumble. Ronda Rousey's going to be in the Royal Rumble. There's no fucking way she doesn't win the Royal Rumble.
Our objective Bravo is lost.
Ronda Rousey has not wrestled since WrestleMania 35 in 2019, where she lost the World Women's Championship to Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. There have been talks to bring her back with the pandemic and pregnancy delayed those plans. WrestleNews.co was told that WWE offered Rousey versus Lynch in a singles match last year at WrestleMania.
I'm on to the hostile
Clearly,
agent
that
soldier.
did
South
not
of your
happen.
position.
It's unclear if that is the plan this year.
Just lost
Becky Lynch
Objective
actually
Charlie.
took to Twitter today, actually, to respond to the rumors about Becky and Ronda after
This objective
WrestleMania.
is our target.
Rousey showing up at Royal Rumble. She says, this is my quote, was wondering if you'd show up again I've still got
Soldiers, attack this
being the
objective!
World Championship, and she is winning. Now there is backstage news on Ronda Rousey, and her WWE return. PW Insider is reporting these backstage plans, and they posted an update on the first Ronda Rousey.
Target this objective!
PW Insider stated that at least one WWE official Rousey's makeup artist and stylist Avery Esparza is set to be at the pay-per-view and at Raw. This has been in the plans for weeks.
Bravo is now neutralized.
It was also noted that sources who are aware of the plans stated that it's all on Ronda Rousey as to whether or not she pulls the trigger for WWE. Ready for it. And they got at WrestleMania. Rousey has not appeared on WWE television like I previously mentioned since WrestleMania 35. Last year, WWE President Nick Khan indicated that Rousey returns to the company in the year that she could be back. She was also pregnant last year, so let's plan
This is
that
good.
in place.
Kid, right over there! Thanks, good job!
WWE gets Ronda Rousey. It's added to the main event mix of WrestleMania.
Saddam Hussein, Charlie is now neutralized.
That they want, that they desperately want. That's depth issues, but themselves. I said this last night. However which way it goes, is it going to be as big as when she first came in, Team of the Rock, and then playing for 18 of the Rock? And she continued to train, she was brought back to the Rumble, and then that legend of the Is it going to be as big of a deal as her first?
You just neutralized objective Bravo.
Been away, finally, he has seen from multiple next doors for wisdom. He had a kid looking for life. So, it isn't going to be a situation where WWE is expecting people to, be all over the place because they want it. They get one ball. He wouldn't be as big of a deal. Nothing really says it's about like that. One reason and one
Objective
reason.
Alpha has been neutralized.
And 100% people don't really love as much as they say. And again, I get
Attack this objective, soldiers!
about it back when Ronda Rousey won on the match. It would be a disaster. You don't know what Ronda Rousey would be.
Listen up. I've eyes on a hostile 18 soldier west of your location.
Asshole, sure. She can put together the match, sure. She's not this blood-weight talent. Becky's gonna have to fully bump her down and beat that match at WrestleMania.
I can confirm objective Echo neutralized.
I'm going to see them doing each year Becky main event tonight. They want a bigger deal than probably 100,000.
We're taking objective Echo.
WWE has no faith in building anybody up. They don't really care about building any new stars. They don't care about new stars. They don't think it's they're not wrong track. And that's the problem. And let me play in WWE against
We lost
We're WWE all Ronda Rousey up and one Ronda Rousey.
This motherfucker down here.
Women's division. WWE's now bringing in Ronda to complement the women's division. WWE's bringing in Ronda Rousey because they have nobody in their division to their own fucking failures. And they're bringing in Ronda Rousey not as a compliment, but as a necessity. And that necessity is not really all that good. It's not a good look for WWE. They killed their fucking division. They could absolutely be sitting here, the best women's division in all of North America.
We have neutralized objective Charlie.
Any stars. Welcome to the pandemic. Stars didn't create one single star outside of the NFL.
I'm
All the
sorry.
same names.
Just taking objective Charlie. Be advised, I have eyes on an enemy sniper. East of your position.
And she still right now isn't even at
Oh, wait a
their
minute.
level. She's there. She's not getting Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, Becky.
Detective Echo, that's the wall. Heads up. Enemy sniper can reach your location.
They have nobody. They have nobody. After those names, then you get into the Dana Brooks, the Taminas, the Jeff, all these other fucking people that WWE doesn't give a shit about. They call these women up from NXT, they barely compete. There's no creative plans for anybody. They fucking let Tony Storm go. They fired Ruby Soho. They fired Tegan Knox. I mean, you're fucking right with this nonsense, man. You're all excited about Ronda Rousey. You're all excited about Ronda Rousey. What exactly does that do for the overall health of the business? It doesn't absolutely nothing. It doesn't. Then you got people telling me, oh, it's going to bring a spotlight to the women's division. No, it's not.
Objective Bravo is neutralized.
It's not going to bring a spotlight to the women's division. It's going to bring a spotlight to Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. That's all it's going to do. WWE needs a mega main event for night one of WrestleMania. That's it. Instead of building somebody new in-house to be on the Becky Lynch, they'd rather go fucking bending their rockets and roll the round.
And they're gone!
You think Ronda doesn't want to have those moments? You think Ronda wants to stick around and be on the road every fucking week? No, she don't. That WrestleMania. Is that losing that? Thanks for she's not. Because she's not big enough to draw a young person.
Lost control of objective Alpha.
The other one down there, next to it, let it right. But Bianca Lynch from some sort is they're setting up Becky versus Bianca at WrestleMania, which made no sense. What's the difference between Becky and Sasha? There's a great difference. You don't see it, but I see it. Where's Bianca going to against Becky Lynch that she has not? You're getting Sasha back. That match had more a bigger feel to it than any match that Bianca could have or will have with Becky. I mean, I don't understand. People can even compare Sasha and Bianca versus a Becky. It doesn't make any sense. Like WWE just don't go around in circles. You made the Bell at WrestleMania last year, then you fucking dropped the ball. Now you want to do it all over again in the fall. Having not been seen as fucking did last year with Sasha and Bell. You defeat the fucking Brutes. You had the perfect moment there. And then you in 26 seconds. Now you want to do it all over again. That was the plan. Now Bianca gets pushed to the sidelines. What happens at WrestleMania? What happens at WrestleMania? Does Becky beat Ronda? And if Becky beats Ronda, does Bianca get Becky at WrestleMania Backlash? Does Bianca get Ronda's scraps? Does she get Ronda's seconds? That's not really
Neutralized objective Bravo.
It's not really WrestleMania. WrestleMania Backlash. It's not really WrestleMania. So what's the real purpose of anything Bianca and Becky? It makes no sense. I would rather not see it at all. And what happens at Raw? It's Becky. You're running into a whole new slew of problems there. Taking away an opportunity from somebody else winning the Raw. Then you got Ronda at WrestleMania in the main event against Becky. She's probably not going to stick around. What good is the Women's Championship going to do on Ronda Rousey? And you built up all this with Becky Lynch for it to be wasted away by giving her first loss back to Ronda Rousey?
Hey, boy.
instead of giving it to somebody else that can absolutely be bolstered on the roster that's there every fucking week on television. None of this works out to me. None of this makes sense. It's such a shit situation. And all the people, oh, I support women's wrestling. Oh, I support women's wrestling. You do know, and you do realize that Ronda Rousey being back is not really you supporting or WWE supporting women's wrestling. It's a band-aid to a much larger problem. WWE had Ronda Rousey in their fucking hands. Women's revolution was pushed to the top of everything else in the company. Those women were main eventing pay-per-view every other month on WWE TV when Ronda Rousey was there because of how important Ronda and her being there meant to the division. The women were main eventing shows left and right. Ronda Rousey took the women's revolution and took it and aided in whatever WWE needed at that time. She took it and she made it her own, and she left the women's revolution in great hands when it was all over. What did WWE do? They took what Ronda Rousey did, and they let the women's revolution die the night after WrestleMania. They didn't follow anything up. What did they do with Becky Lynch? They had not one iota of a fucking clue. In place with Becky Lynch after she beat Ronda Rousey. Ronda went away. WWE took their fucking dick and balls in between their legs, and they said, fuck this shit, man. Fuck women's wrestling. We're going to feud Becky with Lacey Evans, and that's going to go on for 3 excruciatingly terrible months. And then when Sasha Banks came back, we finally got some sort of feeling of a women's revolution again, and that was short-lived. That is when Becky's title reign actually started to feel like a title. So the follow-up thing, and you guys know that. And here you are for round 2, and you expect WWE to do something different compared to what they did for round 1. No! They won't! And you should not be in any situation to give them the benefit of the doubt. Ronda is only there to push their needs. They need to sell out WrestleMania. They need to make a big splash WrestleMania season. They gotta sell out 100,000 seats. They got a main event for night 1. What does this mean to the overall women's division? It means nothing. This is only going to benefit Becky, Ronda, and WWE's wallets. That's it. That's it. Every other woman that's in that Royal Rumble, now with this Ronda Rousey rumor, which more than likely will probably end up being true, every woman in that Rumble is now working for Spirit. Ronda Rousey is going to be at WrestleMania in the main event against Becky.
Objective Bravo.
And everybody's involved.
We are now in control of Objective Alpha.
Big smile in front of management. In the back of their mind, they're saying, please, push this all over.
Oh, you bitch.
And that bitch is going to be full of animosity, and it's not going to be felt or seen. Everyone in the locker room is going to feel some sort of way. I think they felt when Ronda was there the first time. They felt that same way, but you didn't see it. Now, with the roster smaller and more depleted, you're going to see Ronda back and taking yet another opportunity where WWE absolutely needs to start getting opportunities. You're going to throw Ronda Rousey into the mix. I didn't think those women are going to fill out. Everybody in that Rumble is like, oh, fuck my hair.
Taking control of Objective Charlie.
Nobody doesn't give me because I know what WWE going to do when you follow it after Ronda and Becky finish their WrestleMania.
There appears to be an enemy sniper. Indicate your location.
WWE bank accounts will be better off for it. WWE social media neighbors are going to be better off for it. The women's division will suck. This is shit.
Objective Delta's been lost.
I understand it. I understand it.
I spotted a hostile AT soldier east of your current location.
The WWE should really look themselves in the fucking mirror. How long is this going to go on? You know, before WWE will not have a Ronda Rousey to rely on. For long, WWE's not going to have a Goldberg to rely on. For long, WWE's not going to have a Brock Lesnar
Now control.
to rely on.
Objective
For long,
Echo.
and it's not going to also be making the big bucks with the Scots and Wayne in Hollywood. What are you going to do then? Are you going to call
We have lost control of Objective Alpha.
Oh, you bitch. Yeah. Oh my goddamn tag, you bitch.
Move for the future of the women's division in WWE. It's a good move for WrestleMania, but it's not going to do anything at all to help the obvious fucking problem that WWE has right now as it pertains to women's wrestling. You should all be very, very, very well aware.
Hurt too bad for motherfucking.
Two people that won't be in the Royal Rumble. Roman is going to be there, according to sources. Michael is reporting that the Iconics, now the inspiration for all the spots in the Women's Rumble match, but they turned the offer down. It was noted that Cassie Lee, Peyton Royce, and Jess McKay, Billy Kay, are happy with their present and they did not feel it was the right time to return. WWE, Lee and McKay are also Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Oh shit, man, can you have any more of a worse representation of Tag Team Championships? WWE has announced several former stars for this year's Rumble, including Mickie James, Summer Rae, Kelly Kelly, Michelle McCool, and the Bella Twins. You can obviously expect some surprises as well on Saturday. First of all, it was down to be sources in the company believe that WWE will try for the unexpected forbidden dimension men's Royal Rumble. I think that's going to happen. I would be shocked if it's a big name at all. And if it is, it's going to be somebody that's previously. Matt Hardy was actually quoted saying that without AEW, Vince and the WWE management team is not going out and getting somebody that's not contracted for their roster to get them. He says without AEW, Vince doesn't make that many deals. Without AEW, Vince doesn't.
Oh man. Oh shit.
I got to do that. But Vince is going to dip his into it's not going to be for John Moxley, it's not going to be for Kane Danielson, it's not going to be for anybody like that. It's going to be with a lesser known promoter.
Not that way. Come on, we need you over here.
And then they're going to look at
Sorry, keep nothing.
WWE at one point, and they're going to bring them in. Well, this is not going to be the Royal Rumble. Ryan, the Young Bucks, Rusev, Miro, nobody like Andrade, Clark, Cody. None of these men will be in the Royal. I want to know who was that walked through the forbidden door, this fucking bullshit forbidden door. These forbidden doors in WWE don't exist. And if they do exist, they look like the fucking cardboard doors that GCW used on Sunday night at their fucking Hammerstein Ball. You know who's going to be in the Royal Rumble that they want? A big surprise from unexpected forbidden door.
Oh, you bitch.
And it was Big Cass, Rhino, Matt Cardona, you got Brian Myers, guys like that. Rich Swann, that's who they're looking for. Guys that were previously contracted to the company. But yes, I agree with Matt Hardy 100%. Without AEW, they are not dipping their toes in forbidden door. And if they are, they're not going to get contracted talent that work for an AEW or an NOW or New Japan. Certainly not be MLW, mainly MLW Kingdom or New Japan. I mean, they're going to do that. They're going to go with what they know, and they're going to stay within the WWE. I hope you guys are very good. As far as this news is concerned, they haven't done shit in WWE as far as I'm concerned. They were one of the worst tag teams to ever come out of WWE in the history of WWE. Two of the worst professional wrestlers in all pro wrestling are Peyton Royce and Billy. They're the most embarrassing tag team I think I've ever seen in WWE. You know what they did here? What they did here is to blind WWE a spot in the Royal Rumble, and everything that they've done in their careers, there's been one moment that is greater than this. Yourself in their fucking careers, they did something worthy of being I'm very proud of both. I'm a fan of them. Very proud of both.